Please. Please, I can't breathe.
An image, a video, a man, and a world still struggling to catch his breath. George Floyd's death on May the 25th led to unprecedented cries and protests for justice, not just in the US, but around the world.
The rest of the world, I mean, it woke black people up in many parts of the world as well. Here in the UK, there were Black Lives Matter protests. In Syria, war-torn Syria, there were protests in support of African Americans. In Germany, in so many countries, and even in Nigeria, for instance, we saw a gaggle of people taking the knee in the aftermath of this in the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja.
All of this happened at a time the US was gearing up for what was to be the most keenly contested presidential election in years. This was an election followed keenly by many on the continent. Here was a country seen as a bastion of democracy, yet its leader was already claiming the process was rigged against them even before a single ballot was cast.
Even after the Electoral College had come out to declare that Joe Biden had won the elections, Trump supporters are still saying no, that they were cheated and that these elections were rigged. It's basically shown a huge divide in America.
In a year filled with many complications, Nigerians planning on traveling to the United States were told they will have to pay $270 when applying for a US visa, up from $160 that was previously charged. After some diplomatic back and forth, Nigeria had to reduce the fees it charges Americans seeking a Nigerian visa to $160. In early December, the US then reciprocated. So, what does this say about Nigeria-US relations?
It means a return to normalcy, to the status quo ante, which is okay. On the general issue of diplomatic relations with the United States, I think it has been on an even keel over some time now, even though on issues like economic relations, they are no longer our number one purchaser of our crude oil.
Nigeria may be having a torrid time economically, but on the global stage, there was some good news. First, in August, Akinwumi Adesina was re-elected for a 5-year tenure as president of the African Development Bank. Nigeria's former finance minister, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, is in the running to become the World Trade Organization's Director General. These are certainly bright spots in what has been a very dark year.
For our compatriots to be heading it for a second term speaks loud and clear in terms of his effectiveness on the job. But I am not too sure about the World Trade Organization, where the very dynamic lady, Dr. Okonjo-Iweala, is about to head. I say this because the two leading economic powers in the world right now, the global economic powers, the United States as number one and China at number two, have begun to sing, are indeed singing the Nunc Dimittis of the World Trade Organization.
Year 2020 has proven to be the world's annus horribilis, the year of disaster or misfortune. But here in Nigeria, hope certainly springs eternal. Hope that 2021 will mark a turning point in the history of a nation seeking an ever so elusive change. Shegun Jumu, Silverbird News 24.